emotions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action with Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And he comes back with 1 complete.
That's good.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At his own 49.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Tuesday. 42's the mic. Man,
from the shotgun, Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or wasn't just a play call that they had in their pocket. No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There on 1st down, gets 3 up to the 28. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Browns.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Check. 39. Check.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 14th. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2nd and 9.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
I got 83. Watch tight end.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Yard line.
Gurley. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Tuesday. Hey, express.
To throw again is Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Browns 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Keep running, man.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
47-yard.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, you're confident.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game, I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For Julio Jones, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
A 9-yard gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
On the keeper.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to number
From 4
82.
yards out.
Touchdown.
And the Browns add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 68 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Got 3 down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Jack!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Ricky Seals-Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Browns 29, Falcons 14.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
19-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 44-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
Let's go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That's caught by Hollister. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
It's a gain of
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete.
Jackson.
So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Cleveland.
From 3 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Browns 43. Falcons 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.